Hey guys, welcome to the Hacked Existence tutorial on assembling the PhreakMe Bosun Whistle SAO badge. So this was released by Hacked Existence at DefCon 34. This badge was designed by Camouflage. And basically what this badge does, if we plug it into the DefCon 34 badge on the SAO port here, it generates a 2600 hertz tone, and Camouflage put in a trim pot here so you can tune it to exactly 2600. And one of the things you'll notice is that I had to install it upside down because the SAO ports on the DefCon 34 badge are upside down. So to deal with that, Camouflage also built a battery powered SAO badge that has holes up here for a lanyard, and we can plug in our SAO here, flip it on, and power it, and this will hold 6 different SAOs. The only thing to note about this is because it's a coin cell, it's not going to power real intense badges like ESP32 microprocessor based badges, things like that, but it does great with LED badges and our little PhreakMe Bosun Whistle badge. So the design was built around the original Capn Crunch Bosun Whistle, and it comes in 2 flavors. There's a red and a blue. They come in a kit or pre-assembled, and today we're going to put together one of the kits. So let's jump in. All right, today I'm going to put together the blue badge. So we're going to start with R1 up here, and looking at the sheet, we see R1 is a 1K ohm resistor, and here's the color code. So now I'm going to find that resistor in the pack here. And now that I have the resistor, I'm going to bend the legs on both sides, and I'll run it through the through holes for R1. And back here, I'll bend these over and out like this. All right, next I'll do R2, 24K ohm. All right, and again, doing the same thing, I'm going to bend the legs, run it through the holes in R2, fold it over on the back side, and I'll go ahead and do R3 next. We can see that's a 10K ohm. And again, folding the legs, running it through the holes, folding the legs over on the back side. And now I'm going to go ahead and solder all 6 of these solder points. All right, now that we have our first 3 resistors on, I'm going to bend the legs up. And now I'll trim them down with a pair of snips. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat that same process for R4, 5, and 6 into their respective holes. And now I'll solder those 3 resistors in and then trim the legs. Okay, next I'm going to solder the speaker on, because if you solder C1 on, it gets a little hard to do this surface mount speaker. So I'm going to do that next, and I'm going to do that by opening the speaker first. And now I'm going to fill these solder pads with solder. And now with the board laying flat, I'm going to set the speaker on so that the text is on the bottom. And I'm going to line it up inside the square. And then while kind of applying pressure with my fingers, I'm going to heat up that solder pad until it's nice and flush on that board. Then I'll spin it around and do the same thing with the other side. And now we can see we've got a nice flush mount. Both of these are mechanically sound. So now in the same manner as the resistors, I'll do C1, C2, and C3. Okay, next I'm going to install the LEDs. I'm going to do green on the top and red on the bottom. They're interchangeable, doesn't really matter, but the top one's going to be power and the bottom one's going to be when the button is pressed. So I'm going to do green for power, and you're going to see the longer leg is going to go to the positive side of the LED. So I'll push that through and bend these over. I'll do the same thing with the red LED. And now what I'm going to do is solder one leg from each LED. And this part gets a little tricky. You're going to want to be careful when you're doing this. You're going to heat up the solder pad and position the LED so it's pointing straight. You can see how my green one is at an angle here. So what I'm going to do is put my finger on the green LED, heat up the pad, and kind of move it into place where I want it. So there we go. That's a little bit better, and the red needs to come down just a little bit. That looks pretty good there. Now I can solder the other 2 legs and then snip off the excess. All right, now that we've got our LEDs soldered on, the next step is going to be the trim pot, and you can see that the pins are in the shape of a triangle, so it's only going to fit one way. So push that through and we'll fold the legs over. And while we're at it, I'll go ahead and do the button, and you can see it's wider than it is tall, so those 2 connected sides go on the outside. Push that into place, and now we'll flip it over and solder all of those on. And now I'll go ahead and trim all those up with the snips. All right, the next step is to solder in the timer circuit, and we can see there's a dot in the bottom left corner of the circuit, and there is a dot here on the PCB marking that bottom left pin, and so we've got to line those up. If you do this upside down, what will happen is the green light will come on and the red light will work on the button, but you'll get no audio. So if that's your problem, check and make sure that you put the dot on the timer circuit in the bottom left corner. And for this one, we're going to solder similar to the way we did the LEDs. I'm going to start with one pin and then heat it up and push the circuit into place to make sure that it is nice and flush. All right, now I'm going to come through with the snips and just clean these up a little bit. All right, and now for the final piece, it is the SAO connector. And so you'll see there's a short side and a long side. We're going to take the short side and we're going to run it through the bottom side of the PCB. So it comes out the top, and I'm going to set this here and solder a single one of these pins. And then again, I'm going to put my fingers on this side now since I soldered this side and heat that up and just make sure that it is flush mounted. Looks good. Now I'll solder the remaining 5. All right, at this point we should have the fully assembled Capn Crunch SAO board. So if we plug it in to an SAO power source and power it on, see the green light light up, and pushing the button we hear the 2600 Hertz tone, which we can tune with the screwdriver with the little trim pot here to get it to exactly 2600 Hertz. So if you missed us at DefCon and you want to pick one of these up, check out hackedexistence.com. As always, stay tuned and thanks for watching.